You always have to be extra careful, so just a thought somebody could use something like that.
Tonight at 10 on DC News Now, a stun gun that looks like an iPhone.
We have seen some of these before, but I've never seen anything that looks this realistic.
TSA agents making this alarming find.
Hi everyone, we're tracking clear skies for the next couple of days. I have your forecast. It's coming up.
Very disappointed and upset.
I don't see how people live their lives this way.
A high school teacher and football coach arrested. He's accused of trying to have sex with a child. DC's 911 call center desperate for help.
The place has been in crisis for a long period of time.
The new incentives for employees to show up for work.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Susan Tran. Chris Flanagan has the night off. The dangerous items TSA discovers at local airports include things like guns and knives. But this week, agents there at Reagan National caught someone trying to get through security with a stun gun disguised as a cell phone. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joins us live there at DCA. And Daniel, you talked to some passengers. How are they reacting here?
Susan, a lot of people think that it is crazy that this iPhone could look so realistic, or what should be an iPhone, but really is a taser. And if not for the watchful eye of a TSA officer, it could have gotten through. TSA officers screen thousands of passengers a day at Reagan National Airport, and seeing iPhones go through the X-ray machines is extremely common, but not this one.
Right at the bottom where you would normally plug in, it's got the little prongs that indicate that that's where you would get zapped.
On Monday, a TSA officer spotted this stun gun disguised as an iPhone.
That's absolutely crazy. I'm glad they were able to catch that. I mean, that's scary.
In the folder of crazy things, I suppose this is just one more, object to go with the big knives and the guns and what have you. But that's pretty ingenious and also disturbing.
Stun guns aren't illegal, but prohibited through the checkpoint. So the person who packed it wasn't arrested or charged.
If you do have a stun gun, a taser, something like that, you may travel with it. If you want to transport it for your flight, the right way to do it is to make sure that it's inoperable. So you want to take out the batteries.
And it can only go in your check bag under the plane.
Definitely concerning, especially flying out of here. DC always, you're on high alert.
TSA has set records this summer screening passengers, and a spokesperson says the more people who are traveling, the more prohibited items are being confiscated.
I mean, there's all kinds of things that you hear about, people trying to get stuff through, but it seems like they're doing a good job to keep it out.
If you do have a concern about what you can and can't bring through the TSA checkpoint, they do have answers on their website. You can also message them on social media. We have the link on our website, dcnewsnow.com. At Reagan National Airport, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Investigators in Alexandria continue to learn more about a deadly shooting involving an officer. They say officers responded to an apartment complex on Maris Avenue to check on a person inside. And they say the caller was concerned that the man would hurt himself and had at least 2 guns. Now, police say they negotiated with the armed man for 30 minutes, but an officer shot the man in response to a, quote, threatening action. You could read more about the investigation on our website, dcnewsnow.com. New developments in the district. The 911 dispatch center is trying to fix its ongoing staffing problems. Now, they're offering big bonuses for people just to show up for work. DC News Now's Marielle Carbone has been following this story. And Marielle, this, of course, has been a very concerning problem for quite some time now.
Yeah, Susan, it has been. And we have reported extensively on the issues at the call center, the staffing shortages, really just the latest in a long list of problems to be in the spotlight. It is why leadership is hoping a big bonus can push people to show up for work.
For years now, problems have plagued DC's 911 call center.
It took entirely too long.
From delays in answering calls from the Baker family in May of 2023 as their loved one lay dying.
Dispatcher, please hold for dispatch.
To the mishandling of a call last August that left 10 pets dead at District Dogs.
Still horrible.
Now staffing shortages are crippling the agency.
The place has been in crisis for a long period of time.
Dave Statter, a local public safety advocate, says he's spoken to people on the inside describing tough working conditions.
Many of those people are forced to work extended overtime on their shift they're already working.
According to data from the Office of Unified Communications, 58 of the 66 shifts in July were understaffed. It's why the agency is now offering a bonus to people who show up to work. And council member Brooke Pinno's office confirming to DC News Now that dispatchers who show up for all their scheduled shifts each month will receive an $800 bonus. A spokesperson for the agency saying in part, "We appreciate how hard our team at OUC are working and will continue to acknowledge and reward those efforts. Staffing is crucial to the success of the agency." Meanwhile,
I've been waving a flag about this for a long time.
The council members, including Robert White, say resolving OUC's issues is a top priority when council returns to session this fall.
I have a bill to address this, to fix our call center.
And council's next legislative meeting is September 17th. Susan, other council members, including Brianne Nadeau and Brooke Pinno, said they have either worked on introduced bills to address the issues or that they are currently looking at new interventions to help the center. In studio, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, whatever helps this current situation, Marielle, thank you. Let's talk about the forecast. We have Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb here. We're in red because we're so excited about the weather that we've had. It's my favorite colors for my favorite days.
Yeah, you know it's my favorite too. And so just excited about good weather, right? We're not talking about any storm systems and more sunshine. Tomorrow is even more better across the region compared to what you saw today. There was some good cloud coverage this afternoon, and so that's going to dissipate, and zero threat of any rain for tomorrow. So high pressure, it's under control, and so it will stay just to the west of us for tomorrow as well, and then really creep into the DMV going into your Thursday. It's very cool, along with dew points that are back into the 50s, and so we're sitting under very comfortable air. Tomorrow morning, no concerns, just that you need to leave your house with the sunglasses, right? By 9 o'clock, we're into the lower 70s. We do have a threat for rain late week, so we do have some minor changes in this forecast. I'll have that complete 7-day coming up.
All right, Janessa, looking forward to that. Thank you. In Virginia, an online sting operation ends with the arrest of a Langley High School teacher and head football coach. He is accused of trying to have sex with a child. DC News Now's Dave Laval has the very latest on this investigation.
David Murray faces 5 counts of solicitation of a minor. His arrest has not only shocked those here at Langley High School, but the rest of the community as well.
Very disappointed and upset.
This woman did not want to give her name or have her face shown. Word of the arrest of the varsity head football coach at Langley High School hits close to home.
It's very upsetting, especially I was a graduate of Langley High School too.
Frederick County Sheriff's investigators say they arrested 48-year-old David Murray last Thursday, 8 days after he first contacted what he thought was a 15-year-old girl through a messaging app. The person turned out to be a detective with the department's Internet Crimes Against Children section.
I don't see how people live their lives this way.
Patrick Afori is stunned to hear the arrest involves a coach.
Coach it's more like a family head. When you live, they can always be trusted with your kids.
Investigators say Murray was repeatedly told the girl was underage, but he continued to engage in a sexual conversation with the undercover detective and solicited numerous sex acts. Fairfax County School Superintendent Dr. Michelle Reed, quote, "We understand this will come as a shock to our community. We are doing everything we can to address the situation." Murray has been suspended until further notice. His bond hearing is set for 1 p.m. Wednesday in Frederick County Court in Maryland. In McLean, Virginia, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Let's stay in Virginia now, where Leesburg police say a man is charged for breaking into the public defender's office with the intent to commit murder. Now, police say Riley Byro forced his way into the Loudoun County public defender's office yesterday afternoon. And they say the 22-year-old repeatedly asked for a specific employee and was making threats to hurt people. Byro ended up leaving, and investigators arrested him at the county courthouse. He's currently being held without bond. The Animal Welfare League in Alexandria is waiving adoption fees for some of their bigger dogs. This is for pups weighing 40 pounds or more, and families will also get a free dog bed. You have all month to consider adopting, and you can find more information on our website, dcnewsnow.com.